MegaPodTastic.
Good morning, MegaPodlings. It's Krazy Joe, and guess what? It is time for another enveloping. Some people say, hey, you're calling it an unboxing. It's an envelope. Yeah, well, unenveloping just doesn't sound as good. So, but an whatever for the latest releases from our good friends at Mill Creek Entertainment. I can't wait to see what we've got in here. Thank you to our friends from Mill Creek. I have not opened this yet. It is still sealed, so I don't know yet when these items will be available for sale in stores, on Amazon, on their website, wherever you get wherever you get Mill Creek DVDs and Blu-rays. I don't know the date that these items are going to yet be available because I don't know what it is yet. But I will look it up after the fact and put that date down here. So on this date, you will be able to get these items, whatever is in this envelope here, at a store near you. So let's see what it is. Let's check it out. Check it out. All right. All right. I am excited. All right. Okay. Let's start with DVDs. There are 5 items. 5 items were in this envelope, and I'm going to show you what those 5 items were. First thing we have is a movie starring Quentin Rampage Jackson called A Psycho's Path. Quentin Rampage Jackson, for those of you who don't know, why does it seem dark by me? Does it seem dark by me? I feel like I'm in the dark. I don't know. This is the guy who played B.A. Baracus in the A-Team remake, which was pretty good. All right, what's this about? No one is safe. The residents of Brownsville don't know it yet, but their small, sleepy town is about to be awakened by death. After apprehending a drifter for brutally killing a young woman in nearby Brookdale, Captain Peters receives orders to transport the man to a mental institution. But when this psychopath takes out the hospital staff and escapes, he continues his murderous rampage. And it's up to Peters and his small police force to hunt him down and stop the carnage before the psychopath strikes close to Peters' home. Very cool, and it comes with a digital copy, which you can watch on MovieSpree, which is Mill Creek's very own streaming service. Very cool. Next, we have a movie called Savage Creatures. The forces of evil are about to collide. All right, what is this one? 2 vampires realize their food source is in jeopardy when alien creatures land on Earth, causing humans to become rabid zombies. They must battle cannibals, gun-toting nuns, aliens, and the undead if they want to save the world. Wow. I'm in. That description really sells this movie. I look forward to watching this now. Again, it comes with a digital copy on MovieSpree, which is, everyone should sign up for MovieSpree. MovieSpree is great. There's a lot of free content on there. It's, check it out. You sign up for free. It's not going to cost you anything to sign up. All right, what do we have here now? Now we're on to Blu-rays. The first thing we have, 2 movies I've heard of, but haven't seen. I haven't seen either of these. First, we've got, this is star-studded cast here. This is a double feature Blu-ray featuring the movie Dad and Im Not Rappaport. Now, I haven't seen either of these movies. I've heard of both of them. Dad stars Jack Lemmon, Ted Danson, and Ethan Hawke. And Im Not Rappaport stars Walter Matthau and Ossie Davis. So look, you got the odd couple here in 2 different movies. They're not in the same movie, but you got the odd couple there. All right. What are these about? Dad, sometimes the greatest man you ever meet is the first one. Extraordinary performances by Jack Lemmon and all-star cast highlights this heartwarming, critically acclaimed drama from writer-director Gary David Goldberg, who, by the way, is the creator of Family Ties. And Amblin Entertainment. Work-obsessed John Tremont, Ted Danson, flies home with his mother, Bet, Olympia Dukakis, is unexpectedly hospitalized. Not having seen his father Jake in over 2 years, John is shocked to discover how Jake has deteriorated under the overprotective eye of his mother. Okay, I'm interested. Good cast. I'm Not Rappaport is 81-year-old Nat Moyer, Walter Matthau, is a compulsive and fanciful talker, a feisty philosopher, and a troublemaker given to assuming personalities. His daily companion on a bench in New York Central Park is Midge Carter, Ossie Davis, a half-blind apartment house superintendent. All right, I will check these out. There you go, Dad and I'm Not Rappaport. Next, we have another double feature disc, and this one features 2 movies starring Oscar nominee for The Joker, Joaquin Phoenix. Oscar nominations just came out today, and Joaquin Phoenix was just nominated for The Joker. And he is in both of these movies, Reservation Road and Return to Paradise. Now, these I cannot say that I'm familiar with. I haven't heard of either of these. But what a cast. We got in Reservation Road, we have Joaquin Phoenix, Mark Ruffalo, Jennifer Connelly, which is interesting because Mark Ruffalo is the Incredible Hulk in the Marvel movies, except the Incredible Hulk. And Jennifer Connelly was Betty, Bruce Banner's love interest in the 2003 Hulk film that Mark Ruffalo was not in. So you've got a Hulk and a Betty, but not the right Hulk and the right Betty. And Mira Sorvino. Then also the Return to Paradise with Vince Vaughn, Anne Heche, and Joaquin Phoenix. What are these about? Reservation Road, a powerful human story of anger, revenge, and great courage. This film takes you on an intense journey that follows 2 fathers and their families as their lives converge after events on one fateful night. Return to Paradise is a tense thriller in which 2 men face the decision of a lifetime. 3 buddies are living the life in Malaysia, full of drugs and sex. Sharif and Tony return to America, but Lewis stays on. 2 years later, a lawyer arrives in New York with an ultimatum for Sharif and Tony. Lewis is in prison and sentenced to die because of them. The only way he can be saved is if they both return and serve 3 years in a living hell. All right. I'm interested. Okay. And the final of these Blu-rays are 2 movies written by Terry Pratchett. Author Terry Pratchett, who I haven't read much of Terry Pratchett. I know people who really, really love Terry Pratchett's writing, and I haven't read much of Terry Pratchett. I read Good Omens, but that's it. This is a double feature called The Color of Magic and Hogfather. Color of Magic is inside a magical realm known as Discworld. A naive tourist is on holiday until a terrible fire breaks out, forcing him to flee along with an incompetent wizard. Now, as the clueless pair set out on a magical journey across the disc, neither realizes they are merely pawns in an elaborate board game being played by the gods. After encountering a pair of barbarians, they take a trip to an inverted mountain housing dragons that only exist in imagination. They survive a fall off the edge of the disc, turning a perilous visit to the country Krull in an attempt to beat the wizard's former classmate, Tim Curry, to a collection of 8 spells that could save this world from total destruction. Okay, interesting. Hogfather is a magical, menacing, wicked, and witty family story unlike anything you could ever imagine. From the imagination of best-selling author Terry Pratchett comes Hogfather. It's the holiday of Hogswatch, the night kids anticipate presents from the beloved Hogfather. But someone wants the Hogfather out of the way. It's up to the most unlikely of heroes to get the holiday back on track. All right, and this one comes with digital copies for MovieSpree. Reservation Road, Return to Paradise, Dad and I'm Not Rappaport. They do not have digital copies, but this one does. So this is what we got here. We've got A Psycho's Path, Savage Creatures, which sounds like a lot of fun, Dad and Im Not Rappaport, Reservation Road and Return to Paradise, and finally, Terry Pratchett's Color of Magic and Hogfather. So, this is a good collection here. I look forward to checking all these out, and you can pick these up wherever DVDs and Blu-rays are sold on this date. And be sure and support our friends at Mill Creek Entertainment, because physical media is, well, it's on the decline. As we all know, it's on the decline. And if you want to keep getting great releases like this, you got to support them. So please go out and support them. And thank you to Mill Creek Entertainment. And thank you for watching. And keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas with the plastic feet. Keep wearing those pajamas. Tell everyone you meet. Keep wearing those pajamas with the back door flap. Keep wearing those pajamas. Don't open, it's a trap. Oh no, it's a trap. Some people call them PJs, some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander Adamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now we're having fun. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now the song is done.